G'day and welcome back. Today, as you can see from the title, we're going to make an automated wheat farm. Now this is a smaller version, you can expand it, but I'm just going to go with the 11 by 11 plot. As you can see, the brown coat villager inside, just happily picking wheat, never stopping, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The main thing is underneath, there's a whole bunch of tracks which gather up all the dropped wheat. You want to be about, I think it's 60 to 100 blocks away from any villager door, or else the villager's just going to stand there in the corner looking at the village, wishing he was one of them. So to get started, we need these materials. You need either sea lanterns, glowstones, I just like the sea lanterns, glass, dirt, block of iron, or any other material. I just use blocks because it's easier to see with the grid. You need seeds. With seeds, you need 8 stacks for the actual villager to hold, and then you'll need an extra stack depending on how large your plot of land is. If it's anything larger than 64, you'll need an extra stack of seeds each time like goes above 64, because he'll start picking up wheat, turn it into bread, and that will fill up his inventory, which won't help too much. You need a hopper, bucket of water, a chest, and then for 11 by 11, I don't think you'd need 20 powered rails, but I'll just put a few extra just in case. Normal rails, and then either redstone blocks or redstone torches. If you've got a whole ton of redstone and you don't know what to do with it, redstone blocks just make it easier. Redstone torches means that you have to go down a level or a layer of land to put them down to power the rails. So yeah, let's get started. At first, you'll need to lay out the land that you need, which would be 11 by 11. I put the sea lantern in the center just to mark out where the water's going to go, and also so the tracks don't get in the way. And then when this is done, you basically want to lay down your tracks, and here we are with the tracks laid down. This is the pattern that I suggest because it's just a lot easier. The cart will go from this way, go all the way around, and so on, and then when he comes back, he'll skip over that track, go into this one, go to your docking bay, and when he launches back off, he'll go back around. So with the redstone, and of course you need a villager ready to pop in the land, but we'll get to that a bit later. So with the redstone, you'll need either torches or redstone blocks, and then we need some rails, of course. So what I do usually is just take out one and then put down the track. The other way is to go down an extra layer, drop a torch down, put your block back over, and then that. So that's where you have to go down an extra layer. So depending on how much redstone you've got, yeah, choose whichever one you want. And so I usually just make this easier. As you can see, you just have to get the blocks in any pattern. You just basically want the redstone in areas where it'll keep going, because you want the powered, or you want the minecart to run around gathering all the wheat and seeds that have dropped on the ground. And so that's pretty much it. Actually, put one more there just in case. And that'll power it along. So if we get our minecart with the hopper, we can test it out. So as you can see, it just goes around, travels around, it'll be gathering up all the wheat from the top, and then it comes back, and that's where you have whatever sort of docking bay that you want, or just a bunch of hoppers. So now with the next part, we want to get ourselves some dirt. And what you want is to make sure this middle block is clear. And then I'll fill in the rest and I'll show you. And this is what it should basically look like when you finish with it. As you can see, the tracks are underneath one block. So then you come along and just put up a border, and that's where the village is going to go. Then we want glass. And then we'll fill around the outside. I'll get this done and come back to you. So with the glass too high, that'll stop the villager from getting out. You want to get your water and put it down here. That's why we had that sea lantern at the start, to mark out the land, because it's going to stop the water from flowing down and destroying all the minecart rails. Then with the villager, you need a brown coat, and he's going to be happy to pick up seeds. You want a fresh one, so he's got nothing in his inventory. And then what you want is 8 stacks of seeds, and then preferably another one just to throw down on the ground, so that way he won't fill up his inventory with wheat. So with these, we throw them in. And so now he's going to pick them up, hopefully. Yep, there we go. And then, alright, we'll throw down another stack just for him to pick up if he does get emptied. And then you just drop him in. He'll eventually jump out, I hope. Well, there we go. Anyway, you want to get a tool, the hoe. Doesn't matter what sort of hoe, I'm just using this. And then we want to till all the land. And once all the land is tilled, he'll start planting away. Also, another thing you want to do, you can either put a lily pad down over that, which stops him from wandering down, or you can put a sea lantern, which also adds to giving him some light in here. Depends on how cruel you want to be to your villager. And then I usually put an extra bit of glass just on top to stop him from trying to jump up. Whoops. And then with the roof, there are a couple of ways you can do it. Stone slabs just over the top. That'll stop mobs from spawning on top, and then the glass over here, no mobs will spawn because it's a transparent block. And then I usually knock out one, put in a seed lantern just in the corners, and that usually gives enough light for these crops to grow. And I don't know how the mechanics work overall, or else you can just put glass and make it a nice big glass dome, and then that way he's gonna have constant light. And that's pretty much it for the inside. He'll just keep on planting and plucking away. So with this part here, you just want to have it connected somehow. So you can either, let's see, chest and a hopper. There we go. And then a powered rail on top of the hopper. power that block somehow. But that's where you have Minecraft, hopper, Docker bays and all the other stuff. Then you get your minecart and hopper. Push him in. And there we go. He's flying around. He's going to gather up all the dropped wheat. And if you have it this set up, he'll just bounce off of that wall, drop a few each time. He'll pick up when he's going probably about 10 wheat, maybe 5 seeds, around there. So yeah, of course, the larger you have it, the more he'll pick up. And that's it. You'll end up with something like this. And be collecting a lot of seeds and wheat. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll see you next time.